Welcome back, sports fans, to the only show that has more gel than John Calipari's hair. I'm Kevin Cohen.
And I'm Chris Carr.
And today we're going back
and forth. Every March, there's the person in your office or class who fills out their NCAA bracket based on which mascot they like best. Someone who knows virtually nothing about college basketball. Even they could tell you that the Duke Blue Devils had the easiest path to the Final Four this year. Coach K and company have emerged from the South region as the only number one seed remaining, and joining them in Indianapolis are West Virginia, Michigan State, and perhaps the most unlikely team in the group, Butler. So, Kevin, who do you see cutting down the nets this year?
Well, Chris, actually, in filling out my bracket from the very beginning, I had West Virginia going all the way.
All right.
I really like that they're really long and really athletic, and because of that 1-3-1 defense really works well for them.
Sure.
Extremely well coached by Bob Huggins, and Darryl Truck Bryant coming back. I think they have a good chance to make it back to the championship game.
When I think you talk about coaching Bob Huggins, when you talk about coaching in the Final Four here, you've got Coach K, you've got Tom Izzo, who's going to his sixth Final Four in
Great
12
coaches.
years. So, and I think that's really important for college basketball these days because it's such of young players, But also, you can't discount Butler, who hasn't lost since December 22nd and is basically playing a home game.
That's true, too. And also an emerging theme I've seen from this NCAA tournament is the teams that have been winning and the teams that have made it to the Final Four have outstanding senior leadership, and that's exactly what West Virginia has as well, with Deshaun Butler and Wellington Smith, and that's why I see them cutting down the nets.
Senior guard Alexis Gray Lawson isn't quite ready to finish her college career on the court, and neither is the rest of the Golden Bears women's basketball team. While the men's and women's NCAA tournaments are garnering most of the attention these days, Joanne Boyle has her team in the WNIT Final Four. After missing Gray Lawson for the first game of the tournament, Cal escaped with a 5-point overtime win against UC Davis and also beat Utah, BYU, and Oregon, all by at least 10 points. They will next play Illinois State on Thursday. So, Kevin, what are your thoughts on the team's success based on the caliber of opponents so far?
Well, Chris, I think it is good for the team. This team has talent, but they just need experience, I think. But, you would like your team to go to the NCAA tournament. I would rather have my team go to the NCAA tournament and lose in the first round rather than go to the NIT and win the championship.
Sure.
But you still have to give props to this women's basketball team for remaining focused, even though it's the NIT.
Well, yeah, and it's WNIT, but there's actually a step below, I think, too. It could be like the CBI or something like that. So, for any tournament, if you're in the Final Four, especially with the youth of this team, I've said it all season, a team full of freshmen, for Alexis Gray Lawson, I'd like, she definitely would have liked to make it to the NCAA tournament. But I think, Joanne Boyle has done a great job, and the experience that they have from this tournament definitely can carry over into next year. Right,
like you said, a tremendous job this season by Coach Boyle. Real quick, who do you got in the women's national championship?
Well, it's hard to go against UConn with the experience and over 70 wins consecutively, so I'm going to go Huskies.
I mean, Baylor and Brittany Griner have been seemingly unstoppable, but it is hard to bet against Maya Moore and Tina Charles and UConn. Columbus, Ohio was the home of the 2010 NCAA Men's Swimming and Diving Championships, where Cal, led by junior Nathan Adrian, finished second only to the University of Texas. Pac-10 foes Arizona and Stanford finished third and fourth respectively. So Chris, although they came up just a little short, tell me more about this outstanding group of young swimmers.
Okay, the story of this team and in this tournament has to be Nathan Adrian because he's as a junior he won his individual race and was the anchor on that 400 meter free relay that beat Texas. And this is the best finish for the team since 1986 when they placed second as well. And so historically they haven't had as much success. But, this is definitely a good sign of things to come. Tom Shields winning his individual race as a freshman as well.
Right. Great prospects for the future. You mentioned Nathan Adrian. He's only a junior and already with an Olympic gold medal under his belt. You mentioned Tom Shields, just a freshman. And, not to mention Demir Duganich, who won his event in the 100 breast. So, solid all-around effort. Coach Durden was awarded the 2010 Men's Swimming and Diving Coach of the Meet. So, solid all-around effort.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week.
For Chris Carr, I'm Kevin Cohen. Make sure to tune back in to get your download for What's Up in Cal Sports.